Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining to y'all the complete history of the figure. Now, the figure is an NPC located next to the cabin in the taiga biome. And you might say, well, I've been to the cabin. I've been next to the cabin in the taiga biome. I've never seen the figure. And you'd probably be correct, because the figure actually despawns upon server initialization. That is, whenever the server starts up, the NPC actually disappears, but it is there prior to the server starting up. And you might ask, well, why is that? We'll talk about that in today's video. So I'm going to head over to where this NPC is located, or was located before the server actually started up. And this NPC is similar to the mountain character NPC I made a video on pretty recently, because it can be moved around by people, and it's not fixed in place, that is, and it doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose, just like the mountain passage character did not serve much of a purpose. So I'm going to post some pictures on your screen. It's located pretty much right here next to the cabin, and you can see in the pictures themselves that it seems to be right about where I'm standing, right to the left of the winter cabin here in the taiga biome. So it has some dialogue, this figure does, and you are given two options. Well, first, when you approach the character, it's called the figure, or just figure, and it has a $sign written right above it. So you approach it, and it asks you this question. It says, buy this thing, ? And you have two options, just like most dialogues with NPCs in this game. You either can say okay or goodbye. Now, if you say goodbye, I assume nothing actually happens, that the conversation ends right then and there. But if you say okay, he replies with something interesting. He says, too bad. Right? So that's kind of funny. There's not really a much of a purpose, seemingly, with such a response or with the question. However, something interesting is that there is something in the script that has a yes response. So whenever you choose to buy the item and you have enough money, and I guess the server dictates or determines whether or not you have that amount of money or not, whatever that amount of money is, there's something in the script that has yes as one of the dialogue options. It's an unused dialogue line, that's why you don't see it in any of the pictures, but it seems as if there was going to be some purpose for that dialogue if you were intending to buy the item and you had sufficient funds. But overall, it's not really understandable why default you would add this character. You can see it's just a traditional blank Roblox figure, Roblox body. There is no really texture on the Roblox body itself. And this is leading many people to speculate that it's just there for scaling purposes. In other words, it's just there to help Defaultio with the scaling of the cabin itself and with everything else. Now, another thing that supports that is someone went into one of Defaultio's other games and found the figure, the same exact figure, at least texture-wise, located in that game. I'll post a picture if I haven't already done that. It's just another blank NPC with the same, again, texture as the figure, leading many people to believe it's just a scale model. There's not much more to it than that. Unfortunately, I wish I could say that there was more of a reason for that. But I guess this really brings into question, what's the purpose of having those dialogue lines if it's just there for scaling purposes? And I guess you could ask the same question about the mountain character that we talked about in a video recently. Why would it have any sort of lines if it was just there for scaling purposes? And I guess my answer to that is either one, Defaultio has a purpose, or had a purpose at least, with the NPC for some reason. At least in this case, it says, obviously it asks the question of whether or not you want to buy this thing. So it could be an NPC that actually was going to sell something to you. I'm not sure. Maybe there was land that was going to be able to be purchased in the taiga biome itself, rather than just having plots available in the main biome. Maybe you can purchase something in the taiga biome. So maybe there's an actual functional purpose for the NPC, or there was one. Maybe Defaultio will add a purpose for this NPC in the future. It's, again, not exactly certain. Or the other option, I think this is more likely, is Defaultio is just adding something there as an Easter egg to kind of troll us. Now, we're not really supposed to see this NPC, because the server, when it starts up, pretty much causes that NPC to disappear. It pretty much eliminates that NPC. There's no really real way of us being able to view it, similar to the VIP room, which is actually located pretty similar to where I'm driving around right now. Whenever the server loads up the VIP room, I made a whole video about that. Go find that if you're curious about that. I'll put it on your screens right now, actually. that VIP room also disappears whenever the server runs up and loads up. So it seems as if it's just there to kind of troll people, to make people speculate what could this be about, and similar to the trolls that Defaultio makes towards us with like respect to the boat shop and things like that. This seems to be possibly another troll where it's like, you aren't meant to see this, so I'm going to add some weird dialogue line that has like really an incomplete script. It doesn't go anywhere whenever you respond to the NPC, in other words, and this is just therefore to troll people. So that's my speculation. Leave in the comments what you think this could be for. A relatively short video for today, and just continuing to explore some more hidden and kind of secret and really relatively unknown features about this game. Hopefully you are enjoying this series of sorts, and I'll bring you some more videos on this topic in the future. Again, a relatively short video. I brought you kind of a longer video last week or in the last upload. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like and leave any comments you have in the comment sections below. I'll try to get back to those as soon as possible. Any video ideas that you all want to see, I'd be happy to hear those. Turn on the bell for me so that you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace out.